Hey, so this is Chris Komashima, and I'm creating this short tutorial just to show you how to export your character into a 3D program, like for example 3ds Max, Cinema 4D or Maya. I'm making this tutorial though because I've been asked quite a lot, and I do answer the questions on how to export the characters. However, I do keep getting the same question over and over again, so I thought I might as well just make a tutorial for it. So the first thing you want to make sure of is that if there's no export option here in the file option, what you want to do is you want to update your Evolve Modeler to one of the latest versions they have available. After that, you should have no problem. There should be a export model here option. So what you do is you click on the file and you click on export model and you click on FBX. You then save your character. I do recommend you save it into its own map, because the texture files etc is going to save into the same location as the FBX one, so it's going to be a big mess if you don't get your own map for your character. So just click on save and this option is going to come up. This is for if you want to use any of the pre-made animations inside a 3D program. I however don't do that, so what I do is I always unselect and then I click OK. So now your export is successfully done, as you can see. Now there's just one more export needed, because the FBX one we just did, it doesn't include shoulders, no headpiece or weapons. So what you want to make sure here for the OBJ export is you go to the animation options and you want to choose the face pose here. And now you have a T-pose for the OBJ one, because the OBJ does not come with a T-pose. So you click on the file one here and then export model and you choose OBJ, and you should probably save it in the same map as the FBX one. So you just save it, and now you have both of these versions exported. You can go to your 3D program. So yours is most likely empty unless you already have something in there, but I've already put my character into the scene because it takes a while to import at least the FBX one. I'm also not going to show you how to scale the character up, because the OBJ one is going to come and be like tiny inside the program, unlike the FBX, which is going to come in this size here. So to import your character, you go to the max icon in the top left corner, you click on import, and I always start with the FBX one here. So you click on open, and that is going to open up a second window. In this one, you just want to make sure that the include here on file content is set to add. You want to have this one unselected, so take away this one here. And make sure that it says bone conversion here, says convert as dummy. You then want to click OK, but mine is already in the program, so I'm clicking cancel. Now you want to import your OBJ file, so you go to the max icon again and you click on import and you click on the OBJ one. So this is also opening a second window. You however don't have to touch anything here. All you want to do is just click on import and it's going to import your character. So I'm importing it just to show you how it looks when it's imported here. Don't mind this one, this is not going to show up for you because your character isn't already in the scene, but to me it shows up, so I'm going to have to click OK on it. So your character, as you can see here, the OBJ is tiny, so you're going to have to scale it up like this and just pretty much make it bigger. And then you're gonna have to move it around to make sure it's properly placed like this. The easiest way to turn it around is to click on the select and rotate tool here. With every part of the character selected, you click on the set axis down by the auto key and set key here, and you just write 90 and hit enter, so this moves around your character. I'm gonna delete it though. So yeah, now your scene should look something like this if you followed what I did. And what you want to do now is simply to hide all useless bones, like for example this bone here, it does nothing at all for your character. So you want to find all the bones in the character that does nothing, and you want to hide them. I do not recommend you delete them, because if you are doing this quite fast, like I tend to do this in 5 minutes usually, so I always hurry. So if I delete one bone wrong, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to redo the whole character again. So I always just make my own layer for the character, and I hide that layer. If you want to make layers, you use the manage layer here, and you create layer with this tool. I'm not going to show you how to do that in this tutorial though. You're going to have to Google it if you don't know how to make a layer or manage layer types. So yeah, you clean up your character like this, and when you've done that, you want to move your shoulders and the head over. So what you might notice is that these arrows on your screen, most likely they are way down here. The reason I'm not doing that on my screen now is because I've taken all the shoulder pieces, if they are separate ones. Usually glow comes in a second as a second mesh from the shoulders. So I clicked on both of the meshes on the shoulder, and I went up to the corner here and I clicked group on them. So I grouped them, and it always moves the arrow to the midpoint of the mesh. I've also done the same thing with the eye patch here. I've just clicked on the eye patch itself and then clicked on group, because this moves the arrows to the middle of the eye patch here. So I'm not going to be placing the weapon, because it's pretty much the same as just placing these, the shoulders, etc. But I'm going to show you how to link your shoulder and head to the character. The easiest way to do this is to make sure that in a second viewport here, or in your main viewport, it depends on how many you have. I usually use the bounding box option here, so if you click on it, with the default, your program should come something like this, with these 4 windows here. So if that is what you have up right now, mine come with the bounding box apparently, but if you see this, you just click on this wireframe here and just choose bounding box. So now you want to make sure that you have the eye patch selected, or the head piece, whatever you have, and you want to click on this select and link item here. You then click and hold down your key and mouse cursor on the head piece, and you want to drop it onto the upper neck bone here. So this means that if I move this lower neck bone here, it's gonna move after the head. You also want to do something similar for the shoulders. I always use this V-shape bone here. I never use this upper one, because this V-shape, it moves most of the upper body hair. So I've already kind of put my shoulder onto the bone now. But yeah, you do the same with the head. You click on the link tool, you hold it in, and you link it to this part of the arm. Because yeah, this sorry for just going silent there, but yeah, this one just only moves the arm hair, while this moves the whole upper body or side of it. So yeah, I hope this tutorial helped you somewhat, and that you didn't have too much of a hard time following it. I do, however, like I said, I don't want to go through everything, because some of this is stuff you can easily learn by just doing stuff in the program itself, or just googling it if you have to. But yeah, if you have any constructive criticism on how to make this tutorial better, or pretty much if you have any questions at all, just leave them in the comment section and I'll try to answer any question. So yes, see you later, and thank you for watching.